Okay, put all these characters into a room. Who's coming out alive? Vegeta, Reigen, Shanks, Itachi, Aizen, Gojo, Levi, Johan, or Killua. Okay, so first things first. Take Levi, Johan, and Killua out. They're done. Next, followed by Itachi, then Reigen. Take Shanks out. It all comes down to Vegeta, Aizen, and Gojo. Now, Aizen's impressive, but I think he goes out next. And a lot of people use the argument, oh, well, they can't see Soul Reapers. It doesn't matter. On countless occasions in Dragon Ball alone, I'm not talking about JJK, they're able to see ghosts and things related to that. So to say that they couldn't see anybody from the Soul Society or who's a Soul Reaper is basically disingenuous. They have ways around that. So yes, Aizen would be out next. Now, Vegeta versus Gojo. A lot of people will say, oh, well, Gojo's Infinity would automatically get him to the same level. That's a hacks ability. And if anybody knows anything about power scaling, you can't use hacks if your character doesn't scale to the character you're going against. A lot of people love, and I mean love, to ride that Infinity argument, but I swear to you, it's not that impressive. If you are faster than that thing is able to keep up, you will win. And to say, oh, the only way that anybody would win against Gojo is they blow up the planet is completely disingenuous. I don't know what other word to use for that other than just stupid. Because if that were the case, half of the characters who aren't even planetary or even above planetary wouldn't survive. Oh, they can't breathe in space, automatically they lose. Like, what? That's just beating around the proverbial bush to try to get your point across. It doesn't work. And to people that will argue that point to say that, oh, Gojo would win because they wouldn't blow up the planet, Vegeta has blown up planets before in the past, so he wins. There's your argument, using it against you. But all it takes is just to be faster than Infinity can keep up. Again, Infinity is only a hacks element. Doesn't matter if Gojo has it on at all times. It's still a hacks no matter how you want to put it. Or you could have an attack that could break through Infinity. If it's strong enough and big enough, it can do that. Especially if the character scales higher than Gojo, which is the majority of them. You cannot sit there and say, at highest, a city level character can beat a multiversal being. It just doesn't make sense that way. You're just piggybacking heavily off of hacks alone against Gojo.